if I had as much hair as I think I should have, I'll probably be Kelechief. But hey, come on. There's a reason why he is who he is and I am who I am. International pop sensation Kelechief, of course, is here. It's great to have you. You are welcome.
Great to be here. Thank you,
Wonderful,
thank you.
wonderful. You know, you are here from the US, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been here this time you came around?
This time we're here a little over 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long do you hope to stay?
I'll be here till like at least January.
January?
Yeah.
All right. So what brings you to motherland at this point in time?
Other than family, I'm releasing an album called At Lagos. It drops tomorrow.
Okay.
So December 14th, it'll be out all distributors, all platforms. So,
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your upbringing, you know, musically and as a person. How was it growing up for you? How did music get into the equation? Let's just talk about you.
Music initially started, I think my earliest memories of like being involved in music start out in the church. So I was song leading a long time ago, and then I started...
Like a choir master. You should be a choir master. Stop.
And then I started doing like poetry, and I started rapping with friends almost as a joke.
Okay.
But then I was the one who took it the most seriously. I was the one who started recording. I was the one who started producing. I was the one who started doing all these things that were the work part. Okay. So as I was taking it more seriously throughout like high school and early college, that's when I was like, no.
All of this in the US or in Nigeria?
This was in the US initially. Okay. My career up until probably about 2020 was all primarily in the US based. Okay. And then I think end of 2019 is when I really started kind of reaching back home.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. And, you know, that move, how would you describe your style of music now? Now, it seems like you had poetry, there was rap and all of that, but with the way music is now, people try to be as multifaceted as possible. Yeah. How would you describe your music now?
What I tell people is that, like, when people ask what genre I make, I'm like, I just experiment with global black music. So if that's hip-hop, if it's rap, if it's R&B, if it's Afro beats, if it's Alte, if it's amapiano, just, you know, whatever black people are doing globally, I just want to
I like that. And so I want to have your take on something one of our stars said. So Whiskey said something about hip-hop being dead or rap being dead and all of that. Does that statement hold any credence whatsoever?
To me, no. I don't think that rap or hip hop is dead. But one thing I do think is that the global idea of what it means to be black is changing. The global idea of what it means to be African is changing. And I think that with that comes more acceptance of different types of music and different types of vibes. I think that Afro beats and African music in general are growing at a faster pace than rap and hip hop is growing.
Doesn't necessarily mean that you can. Yeah, I get what you mean now.
Yeah.
All right. So with all of that now, your project is an album, a single. What is it exactly?
It is an album.
An album.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. What does that body of work mean to you? Because I know people, when they drop albums, they have things in mind. You know, it could be about experiences and all of that. What does this particular body of work mean to you?
So my album At Lagos connects. I'm from Atlanta, ATL in the U.S. So it's about connecting these two global cultural hubs right now. When you talk about rap in the States, it's 9 times out of 10 you're talking about Atlanta, or it's something influenced by Atlanta.
Definitely.
And when you're talking about African music, you're talking about Afro beats. You're going to have to talk about Nigeria. So me being from these two pockets of you know, global culture. Being from Atlanta, being 100% Nigerian, putting that together and being able to just kind of express that global black, global African Nigerian identity through stories, through knowing where I come from, through different beats, whether it's, like I said, it goes from Afro beats to...
We experience all of that in this particular album.
Fuji, trap, rap, high life, R&B, everything, you know, jazz. So it's like I said, it's just global black music.
I like that. Now, apart from what we see on social media, I know people want to vibe with what's trending on the ground. How is the acceptance with Afrobeat, acceptance on the ground? I mean, forget social media now. I'm talking about on the ground in Atlanta, in the US and all of that. How is it there? Forget social media.
You would think the way that in the States that they're carrying Afrobeats on their head, you would think that it was made there.
Really?
You know, the acceptance, it's, like I said, I think that where we are culturally is people are, in the States, it's like people are curious. You know, they're curious, they want to know more. It's a different vibe than what they've gotten so far. And this is music that resonates with people almost genetically in their soul, you know? So the fact that it's coming from Africa and coming to the States, people are ready. They're eating it out of our hands.
You know, so there's a question I've always wanted to ask. We've seen Selena Gomez jumped on with Rema. We've had, what's her name now? Camila Cabello, exactly, that's the name I was looking for. Why are they doing this? Because it's trendy now? Do you think they feel it? Is it because they're trying to do something to their numbers, or they're trying to appeal to some sort of a demography? You know, is it business for them?
I think two things can be true at the same time.
Okay, yeah,
you know?
yeah,
so
true,
I think that they feel it because it's great.
Yeah,
It's amazing music, objectively. So I think that that's primarily, but at the same time, you know, we all have to eat. Everyone wants to do business. Everyone wants to, and I think that right now, with where Africa is globally, with where Nigeria is positioned, I think that people would be, they would be missing out if they didn't try to engage with the culture, you know. So I think that it's just a reflection of, how hot it is.
It is at the moment. Okay, so I mean, I love your style. I love what you do. For next 5, 10 years, what should your fans look out for? Where do you think you'll be? How far do you think we can take this?
Man, right now the focus is at Lagos, dropping December 14th, tomorrow.
December 14th, okay.
But within the next 5 years, it's really just connecting the diaspora. That's really my overall mission. So, you know, I want Black Americans to be coming to Nigeria, to be coming to Kigali, to be coming to all over the continent. And then even, you know, I think there should just be a global conversation, a global link up of Black people all over being able to converse.
There's just one question I need to ask. We'll round up with this now. For a number of people who want to get into music, music is not something cheap to, you know, it's not a career that you can just go into and expect to make global impact without money in some ways and all of that. How do you manage? Do you have something you do for to younger ones coming up? How can they traverse this competitive? Because it is quite, it can be a beast.
It's very, yeah.
This industry and all of that. How do you do it? How do you fund it? How can other people, you know?
Initially, you have to figure out how to save money. So, like I said, I produced myself. I recorded myself. I you know, I still make a lot of my own cover art. I'll edit my videos. These are things that I do to save money that when I'm working and keeping money, I can, you know, spend this money on promo, spend this money on travel, spend this money on coming places, rather than just spending all my money on creating the art. So I think that, you know, for me, that was where I was able to get the beginning of my career going. And then it's like, as you get more opportunities and make money, you build that.
I like that. That's something for those coming up to learn. Kelechief, it was a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
This is wishing you the best. See
you
you at the top. Someday, you were at Super Bowl, the pre-event.
Yes, we did the pre-Super Bowl festival.
Great one. Someday you would do the main event.
Yes.
I will be like, yeah, we interviewed him at one time. Well done. Wishing you the best.